see the pyramids, Giza pyramids today. But before that, we are going to have breakfast in the hotel. So we are staying in the same hotel, which is 9 Pyramids View. And breakfast is included. So we're quickly grabbing the breakfast. I'll just show you what is the breakfast spread again. Our tour guide and the car is picking up us at 8:30 a.m. So I'll quickly have my breakfast and head to the pyramid. So this is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing a full jumpsuit of this beige color, and it is already quite hot. We are going to experience the heat of Egypt again today. So guys, we are all ready and set, and as usual our oh my god, look at that. So as usual, people are late, half an hour, and she is definitely buying drinks for all of us twice, not just once. So we are starting our tour now to the pyramids, and the pyramids will be going today. And this is the limousine we have booked for all of us. All dressed to kill. So guys, it's around 9:30, and we were slightly late from the time we planned. Also, it's advisable to book the ticket online. I will share the link in the description. If you don't book the ticket online, then this is what you're going to see. The crowd is the ticket is for entering the pyramids to see from outside. It's 240 Egyptian pounds. And also to enter into the specific pyramids, the cost is also differs. First, we are following our guide. He helped us book the ticket online, so we are just getting the entry into this. So guys, this is the Great Pyramid, and you have to pay for the entrance fee, so that you can see there's a lot of crowd going on. So that is the place where you enter the pyramid, and the cost of per head ticket is 440 Egyptian pounds. This also you need to take at the entrance. But if you can see, just see, it's fully crowded. So what the reviews I heard about this is like there is nothing that you can see in this. You need to go into a very narrow halls and a lot of steps and everything. There are little bit of places where there are carvings and some kind of literature, but then mostly people recommended not to go inside. So we won't be going inside this pyramid. There is another thing that we will be exploring in some time. So guys, there's one tip I want to give, that please do complete research before coming here of what tickets you want to buy, and also hire a guide, because the moment you arrive there will be a lot of people hustling around, and it's kind of very intimidating. There'll be too many guides coming up asking you that they want to give tour, and then you negotiate, you have to haggle a bit, and sometimes they can get slightly disappointed and aggressive. So, and it's such a waste of time for half an hour or so that you will be deciding which one to go for. Better get your hotel arranged for a tour guide. It works very seamlessly. It will save your time and the efforts of haggling with the local guides.
This is one of the small.
And yes, and also people come and start offering you things for free, and they ask you to try the hats or scarf or something, and they say it's free. And the moment you try to do that, they expect you to pay some money or the tip. So yeah, be careful of that. There are a lot of hustlers around this place. Now we have come little further down, and it's called a panorama view, where you have this car parking, plus you can get to take different rides, like you can take horse ride, camel ride, horse cart ride. Everything is as per the guide. He says it's government policy that they put standard rates of 250 Egyptian pounds, and it's for 30 minutes ride, and for 1 hour ride it is 500 Egyptian pounds. So some of us are taking the cart ride and some of us are taking the camel ride, and this is also the place where you can get complete view of 9 pyramids. So let's see how this place looks now. You also have some souvenir shops here, and scarves and hats. If you've forgotten, you can buy them. Yalla, yalla, baby!
Yeah, habibi.
Oh, baby, come to Egypt! Okay, guys, the ride has just started. So we have taken 30 minutes ride. Honestly, I was very scared when getting onto the camel because it started making weird noises, and I thought the camel is hungry and not happy, and I refused to get on this camel, but they assured me that he's okay. So I hope everything is fine. And in front of me are the rest of the girls who took very wise decision to sit on the carriage and giving me all queen feels. So technically my ride depends on their ride. If they irritate the horse, my camel gets irritated. And this one man has so much confidence that he is going to manage two different species of animals with 3 women at once in this very unconventional ride. So guys, we have done with the camel and the horse cart ride. Horse cart ride is okay, but like I've read reviews and I heard about it, these rides are super overrated unless you want to take some nice pictures. Yes, I took some pictures. I was really looking forward for this thing because I really felt excited and adventurous to do this at the pyramids. But after seeing the condition of the camels and the way they're treating, I regretted taking this ride. They just mishandling them very badly, and also every camel looks like super starved. So we are heading from here, and also we had to tip 100 rupees for 3 people for the rider who took our pictures. So we are going. The Saqqara, and it takes 1 hour from the Sphinx, and expect Egypt to be full of sandstorms and heavy winds, like you can see here. So we have to park the car and walk around this place. I'll just show you in some way. Next up we are going to go inside the pyramid. It is called Teti Pyramid. So that is the place we are going now. So guys, we are officially inside this pyramid, but you need to bend and walk a lot. the next stop is this lunch place is recommended by our tour guide. We are totally famished. We've just had breakfast and it's already 4 p.m. and after the lunch we have to quickly catch some flight. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi.
Just show the lunch scenes here. So guys, the name of this restaurant is Egyptian Village. I don't think so. It's like a very prominent restaurant. This is recorded by the guide. The food is okay. It's a little average, but it's edible. We had stuffed cabbage, baba ganoush, bread, and we also had lemonade. Grilled chicken, barbecue chicken is yum, and we had samosas for the first time. It's called samoksha something in Egyptian language, and it is nothing but a cheese stuffed samosa that was really good. Yeah, so we just finished the food over here, and we are now going to check some perfumes because one of the Chetrali wants to check out the perfumes in Egypt. So on the way we'll exchange the currency a little bit, check out the perfumes, and then leave to the airport from there. So guys, we have come to the Golden Eagle Papyrus. So this is a place where you can get education about the papyrus paintings. Also you can buy some.
A great plant, papyrus, was in Egypt. It was a holy because the flower looked like sun rays, symbol of Amon-Ra, the sun god. To make paper, we cut apart according to the size. After that, we remove the green cover. The green cover used to make sandals, to make baskets, to make boats, to make hats, to make mats. The important part is not the green, it's the inner. We have to divide the inner in slices to make the paper. Egyptian wife still use this one to punish husband.
This is going now.
Make it brown like that. To make paper, we put the slices one by one overlap without any chemicals, without any additions, to be overlapped vertical and horizontal.
So guys, you can also ask them to write your names next to your zodiac sign. So this is my zodiac sign, Sagittarian, and if I want them to write Sandhya, they can write in Arabic. In Egyptian language, and then this is the cost for it, and they're going to give you in the original papyrus painting paper. So guys, right next to that, this is the Golden Enclave, and it has Egyptian oils and perfumes. So we are going inside to check them. We hardly have like 20 minutes, so we're really going to rush. Oh my god, this place, look at this place. I've never seen any place like this. This looks so lit and royal. Wow. So here they give you the list and you can pick some and then you can select.
In very small letters, 90 VOL, which is the volume of the alcohol inside. That's why perfume bottles are very good sealed. We will never open it, we just spray. If you open it or break it in a few minutes, it will go away. Essence is alcohol free. We can keep open, no problem. When we use it in very economic ways. We can add a few drops in the washing machines to make the clothes on nicely. We can add sometimes 3 drops in the water for the steam iron when we iron the clothes. If we mix 5 drops in a small cup of water, shake it, we make some aftershave or eau de toilette, which means it's not oil. That's why we don't even call it essential oil. We call it essence. There's a big difference.
Essence?
Yes. And this we can use directly. If we are in a hurry, we didn't mix it with water, we didn't dilute it with alcohol.
So guys, we are buying this bottle. We have to negotiate a lot, and this is called Arabian Night, and apparently this is the 600 Egyptian pound. So apparently this is the best perfume for men, so I'm buying it for my husband. We have reached the airport and we are about to check in for our luxury flight. and some of us have excess baggage, like some of the travelers have excess baggage. Because this is a domestic airlines, they only accept 23 kgs maximum for a check-in baggage, so we're kind of sorting out our luggage, shuffling each other's luggage and different things so that we don't have to pay an excess baggage. So once this is done, we're going to go to check-in counter and take the flight.